Hi, folks. This is True News 365. Check out TrueNews365.com for blogs, audio, podcasts, videos, commentary from a Christian worldview, politics, and all the crazy stuff going on in the culture. We're going absolutely crazy these days because of all the nastiness that's happening in the culture, but we have to keep up with these things, not because we're busybodies, although we will be accused of being busybodies, but the truth of the matter is that if we don't push back, then we can't complain when they're all on top of our lap. Okay? My mother used to say, handle your business early before it falls on your lap. All right. So in this case, I was in a public forum, and there was a topic about a speaker in a podcast where he's talking about how he, I guess I guess he identifies himself as conservatives. These days, conservatives are looking very weird, and it's not just the rhinos. They're just people out in regular everyday street. And, they call themselves conservative, but they're out and they support a lot of things that the left is pushing down our throats. So one thing was that he was talking about people being homophobic. Okay. But yet he was saying that he was for free speech. Okay. And I was trying to get the person to understand that if you are down with the whole idea of calling people homophobic, then you're not for free speech. You're not for free speech because the whole homophobic label is being used on people to silence them. That's exactly what they're doing. Okay, the idea is to attach a phobia to people because we all know that phobias are irrational fears. And so what they're saying is that we have an irrational fear to people of other persuasions or other who believe differently than we do. And so he was trying to make the argument that a lot of these policies, conservative policies, or the stance on the right, or conservative-leaning folk, are homophobic. And I'm saying, well, wait a minute, how conservative can you be when you're using the strategies and the tactics of the left to go against free speech? And that's exactly what's going on. And his whole argumentation broke down from that point on, just basically attacking Christianity and trying to jam, making bad arguments of Christians being inconsistent. And that's what they do all the time. They have to find inconsistencies among Christians and people who do bad things in the name of Christ. Things that don't align with the Christian scriptures. So then how can you compare? Nobody's saying to follow people. We're not supposed to follow people. That's that whole Gandhi fallacy that says, well, if I saw that your people were behaving righteously, I'd be persuaded to become Christian. But if you read the scriptures, that's not the way by which a person is to come to faith. We come to faith because God calls us to faith. It's not something that we decide. We don't decide it like, I think I'll have chocolate instead of strawberry ice cream today. It's not the same thing. That is not Christianity. Okay? We don't measure. I mean, we see stuff and we glorify God, but even a so-called atheist can help a little old lady cross the street. So it's not exclusively about works. Christianity is not a works righteousness religion. But of course, people who, and this person is calling himself conservative, believe it or not. And so here, this is exactly what they do. They toss around this phobia tag on people because they know people, if they're irrational, you shouldn't be listening to them. Okay? And so that's the whole idea, to shut you down, to shut down your speech. Okay? Well, you can't talk, because, anything that's against it. Now, I'm telling them, why can't we, disagree or have a different set of morality and decide be against a certain policy? Why do I have to be phobic? Why do I have to be afraid of somebody? Just because I disagree with them. I mean, that could happen anywhere. Well, I'm afraid I'm against people, billions of people crossing the border. So therefore, I'm immigrant phobic. Many Christians have turned that around on them, saying you're Christophobic. Okay, if you have if you show any semblance of disagreeing with me, then you're Christophobic. You're afraid and you're a irrational person. You should not speak in the public square because you are an irrational person, you see? So that's what they do. They sling and fling this word around. That's the leftist tactic. And I post this so that my brothers and sisters who are out there will not be afraid. Because my whole conviction is to try to help people speak up and have courage behind their voice, because courage is contagious. One person opens up, one person stands up, one person lifts their voice. Next thing you know, they encourage others to do the same. And so if we have enough people out there, the only way to fight this stuff back is to ignore it and to, call it out for what it is. Call out the lies wherever you find them. Okay? Well, thanks for joining me today on this short little video podcast. Until next time, check out TrueNews365.com for updates, and talk to you soon. God bless.
Anchor.fm/DRU News 365.